So you want to beat the Otherworld tower without being hit by any form of attack? Well, then this video is for you. First of all, there's the build. For this challenge, having a lot of walk speed is great. So the build has a lot of walk speed bonuses for dodging enemy attacks. The first thing you need is the roadblock set. This set gives 3 of all stats, although the only 2 stats we care about here are endurance and walk speed. Then you need either spider stills or tag red laser. I have chosen spider stills. For neck equipment you need green crystal amulet, as it gives you 3+ walk speed. For back you absolutely need wings. Wings not only help you fly above monsters to dodge their attacks, but it also helps you jump off platforms without worrying about being killed by the void. For ring equipment, tough green ring is your best friend. This ring will give an 8% endurance boost to help you kill enemies quicker. And finally for misc. You can honestly choose any equipment you like for this category, however I went with brain monocle because it boosts range damage. This ties into the next thing about the build, Stargun. Stargun is important because it has 100% bullet speed and it is very precise and fires quickly. This makes it very important for floors where enemies move quickly. Gnome rocket launcher is for damage and mobility, and the rest doesn't really matter, except mushroom parasol. You will need to unequip minion and then equip parasol on a specific floor that I will talk about when we get to the floor, which then reveals our final equipment piece, minion. I don't think I have to explain why this equipment is just so good in this challenge. It basically lets you just fly over any monster while also shooting them at the same time. However, Hitless Otherworld tower is not easy. You have to endure 50 floors, all with different monsters and strategies to defeat them without getting hit a single time. Floor 1 to 3 are very easy and you can never get hit unless you are trying to. Floor 4 poses a small issue, as one of the flying bats has a ranged attack that fires quickly towards you when the floor begins. To avoid this, jump back and use your wings to fly upwards and then quickly shoot the bats with the Stargun. Floor 5 and 6 are completely free. Floor 7 requires you to jump off the platform and let the doll fall. Floor 8 is completely free. At floor 9 you will have to jump off the blocks and shoot the spitter with your Stargun. This is pretty easy. Floor 10 to 13 are all completely free. Just make sure that you stay high up at floor 11 so you don't get hit. Now comes the first problematic floor, floor 14. This floor is practically impossible if you try to kill the genie right away. Instead, run into the genie's melee attack range and then run away before the animation plays and quickly shoot it with your rocket launcher. Floor 15 is completely free. Floor 16 requires you to jump off the platform and then shoot the toads with your Stargun. You can also use Funky Driftlander here to dodge the toad's attack at the beginning. And remember to always shoot the enemies close to you, because else the frogs may end up going to you and then attacking you. Floor 17 to floor 23 are completely free. At floor 20 you just lean against the wall, so Petition Pete falls to his death with nowhere to attack you. And at floor 23, remember that there are 2 bitters on the floor that you will have to kill. Floor 24 causes a small issue as the monster is very tall. Fortunately, as long as you keep yourself high up with your wings, it doesn't attack you. Floor 25 to 27 are completely free. On floor 28 you will need to stay very high up, and if the knight uses the overhead attack, make sure to dodge it, just to be safe. Floor 29 is easy, as long as you move very far back as soon as the floor begins. This way the warlock can't get to you before he dies. Floor 30 to 31 are completely free. Floor 32 requires you to move away from the monster while shooting them with the rocket launcher. This is pretty easy because of your set. Floor 33 to 34 are completely free. Floor 35 finally gives you a challenge again. Sidrat has two main moves. The first one can be avoided by staying high up by using your wings, and the other requires you to dodge it. My advice is to make sure you know the hitbox of the first attack and that you stop attacking when Sidrat uses his second attack. That way you can focus on dodging. Floor 36 to 38 are completely free. Floor 39 is another problematic floor. This floor features a bunch of ghosts that attack you relentlessly. Start by using rocket launcher, as the ghost takes a second before they start moving, and then switch to star gun so you can kill anything that comes too close. Rocket launcher is risky on this floor, because it can lag and therefore delay the death of the ghosts. Floor 40 is another floor that some may find difficult. Here you have to move away from the Reaping Man, and if he spawns a sentry, you have to take it out with two rockets from the rocket launcher. Fortunately, you are fast enough to dodge his attack from above. However, make sure to check above you before checking for the sentries, because sometimes the Reaping Man's attack will predict your path, and so if you don't look up, you may get hit. Floor 41 to 42 are completely free. Floor 43 has a very big monster. The way you can counter this is by going to the walls of the arena and then shoot your rocket launcher to blast you to the other side of the arena. Remember to kill the giant before the ants, as the ants can't damage you unless you're trolling. Floor 44 is one of those floors where you just look at it and say, this is a problem, and it is indeed a problem. And it is indeed a problem. Fortunately, by combining the rocket launcher wall to wall trick with some dodging skills, this floor is not that difficult. But you can still die here at any moment if you let your guard down. So keeping focus on this floor is very important. Floor 45 to 46 are completely free. Fun fact: because of the build you're using, instead of using minion, you can actually just walk away from the Red King while shooting him, which saves a lot of time. Floor 47. This is arguably the most difficult floor of the Hitless Otherworld tower, if you're using minion. This is because TKL Tony will use his range attack to shoot you. This is dodgeable, but it is not ideal to be in a situation where he uses the range attack multiple times in a row. Instead, you unequip minion and use Mushroom Parasol. As you can see, by standing on this platform, TKL Tony will happily jump to you and get stuck. Now there is a small chance that you will die from this attack, but from what I know, that is purely RNG and you can't control it. Floor 48 is completely free. Floor 49 is similar to floor 43, where you have to use the rocket launcher to launch yourself from arena side to arena side. You could also try dodging the attacks instead, but personally I find this monster a bit unpredictable sometimes and it's safer just to use the rocket launcher. Floor 50 is the final challenge of this challenge, and it is very easy to choke at this stage and lose all of your progress. If you struggle with Mr. 58, look up a guide on YouTube. And that is it. Hitless completed in 37 minutes and 16 seconds. It is a rather slow time, mainly because I was editing the overlays while I was doing the run, so yeah, if you want to beat it, you can give it a try. If you have any questions, I will answer them in the comments.